Hi, let's talk about how to get PMP certified. The PMP is probably the most popular project management certification in the world today. As a result of that, lots of people have questions on how to get certified. Some people find the right path for them. They find a path that works. Others aren't so successful, unfortunately. Some people take the exam one time, get certified and move on. Other people find themselves in a do loop, taking the exam once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Now I'm absolutely serious about this. I'm not joking. I'm talking to you about real world stories. We have had students come to us saying, I tried this on my own, I failed. I need help. What do I need to do? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. What do you need to do to ensure that you get PMP certified? Not on your second attempt or your third attempt, but the first time you encounter that PMP exam, you can do it. Now I'm going to tell you how. The first thing you need to do is get your mind out of the real world syndrome. Lots of people have this ridiculous syndrome. They think that because they've managed projects in the real world that they can pass the PMP exam at the drop of a hat. That is far from the truth. You need to leave the baggage from real world outside. I don't care if you've managed projects for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. This is an animal that's so different from anything else out there. In fact, people get frustrated because the more you've been in the real world, the harder it is for you to leave the real world alone. Now remember, the PMP exam is based on good practices and things that are ideal. Think about that. Have you ever worked on an ideal project where you do everything that needs to be done and you do it the right way? Probably not. And that's why getting PMP certified is so difficult. Real world gets in the way. So first thing, leave real world at the door, even before you look into your application. Let me let you know, you're going to have to leave it at the door. After you leave real world at the door, the next thing you need to do is to begin to think about experience that is relevant and start completing your application form. Now I've talked about this in other videos, but begin to complete your application form. Don't start studying. No, that's not what you need to do. You need to begin to work on your application form. So you need to look for the experience that's relevant from your years of work, your work history, put it together. Get your application to the point where it's almost ready. But a very important ingredient is the 35 contact hour course, or the 35 contact hours of formal project management education that everyone needs to get. And everyone, I mean everyone who is taking the PMP exam. Now this is very important. If you have not taken a course from a registered education provider such as Praizion Media, I absolutely advise you to do that right this second. Look into it. I need you to go to www.pmpclinic.com. Look into the 35 contact hour course that we offer. The different options from 1 month to 6 months. Now this course is an online self-study course. We conduct lots of live training as well, but this course is designed for project managers who are on the move. They don't have time to stand around for 5 days, for 35 hours, locked up in a room. Some people do, others don't. This course is designed for people who do not have that opportunity. So if your company refuses to send you for training, they refuse to give you that 5 days off, look into this solution. Now this is the best solution I can tell you I know about. This solution will test you from end to end, that by the time you get done, you will be so sure that you're going to pass the exam. Or you will be so sure that you need to go back to the drawing board. But the key ingredient to your success, and the key ingredient to many people not passing the exam, is the 35 contact hour course they either avoided or went to. What do I mean? Well, if you avoided going to a 35 contact hour course, you're setting yourself up for failure. Now, I know there are lots of people who get their contact hours from different sources, but that's not a tested and tried approach. You need to go for a 35 contact hour course, get into the student seat, sit tight, buckle up, and learn. Regardless what you know in the real world, learn. This course will teach you. Not only will the course teach you, the course comes with mentoring and coaching. So if there are areas you don't understand, rather than fight it alone, you've got a mentor, you've got a coach. You can ask, hey, I don't understand what I read about project integration management. This particular aspect throws me for a loop. Help me out. That's the kind of course we're talking about. We're talking about mentoring from project management professionals, project managers who have demonstrated proficiency in the profession. That's what this course is made of. It's only $150. There's online video, online audio, and all sorts of great information to help you prepare for the exam. So I've said two things so far that are very important. Start your application and go for a 35 contact hour course. Now, when you go for your 35 contact hour course, at the end, you will be given a mock exam. This course offers you 35 contact hours, and as part of the training, you have lots of quizzes, lots of tests, lots of videos. Your performance is tracked. You do need to do well, and that's another thing. To do well on the exam, go for a course that will really push you to the limit and test you, and a course that will not award you contact hours for failure. Because there's some courses you go for and you fail, and they'll still give you a certificate. That's not how this one is. You do have to do well. After you go for your 35 contact hour course, next thing to do is to study, and complete your PMP application. Send your application in, keep studying. As you study, the PMI will get back to you. They'll give you the go-ahead to pay for the exam. Pay for the exam, schedule the exam, and liaise with your mentor and your coach. Another reason why people don't pass is they don't have a coach, they don't have a mentor, so they don't know what to do, or they're trying to do the wrong thing, or trying to do the right thing the wrong way. In our course, we will mentor you. We will get you to the point of comfort where you know you're ready or not. And if you're not ready, you keep on sharpening the saw until you are ready. The moment you get the go-ahead from your performance on the mock exam and from your instructors that you're ready to take the real thing, schedule it, don't miss a beat, and go for it. That's how to pass the exam, by being decisive, and at the same time be very careful. There's lots of free exams out there. Beware of these free exams. If you don't have a registered education provider advising you about what to do, you could be in great danger, because you're going around taking lots of free quizzes that are either obsolete or wrong, or they have no coach or mentor standing behind them. Don't set yourself up for failure. It's funny, because if you look at how much the exam costs and you look at the risk of failing the exam, and you look at the risk involved in going for a course such as this one, it makes sense to go for a course like this, because the exam costs $550 or $534 if you're a member. Why waste $534? Why not just spend an extra $150 and be absolutely sure about what you're doing? Then pay for the exam, $550, $534, and prepare for the exam with free information. That's dangerous. So, to get certified, have a method and an approach that is tested and tried, like our solution, which has been tested and tried by hundreds of project managers, and it works. Put yourself in the path for success on the PMP exam. Go to www.pmpclinic.com. If you've got any questions, let me know. I'll be very happy to help you. Have a great day.